Hello! 30 weeks pregnant. Almost can't believe it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 9 weeks to go. Are you ready? Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Tessa is officially... Excuse you. Zoe just burped. Tessa is officially 30 weeks pregnant. The last time you all heard from us, we had just visited the OB triage and we were there for a very long time, and Tessa was being monitored for contractions and some other things. Since then, all has been well. We have been monitoring, and it's been a week since that, we have been monitoring her Braxton Hicks contractions and keeping an eye on that and making sure that that's what that is and not something else. And today we had her next appointment. So she's seeing the OB every 2 weeks now. So we had her next 2-week appointment today, this morning. Everything looks really great right now. Tessa's blood pressure is amazing. They check her urine every single time we go. All of that looks good. They check her for proteins and I'm sure some other things as well. The doctor always listens to baby, measures Tessa's belly, they take her weight. And then this time as well, they did the HPAP shot. This time they vaccinated her for whooping cough. So it was just a shot in her arm. It is not a live bacteria vaccination, so it should be all good. What that does is protects her and the baby from getting whooping cough. So by her getting the vaccine, it transfers, I guess, also to the baby and protects the baby as well, which is really cool. And I didn't know. And whooping cough is actually really terrible. And I've actually had it before when I was like 12 or 13 and it was awful. And I had it for so long. And I don't think I ever even took medication for it, but I just remember coughing and coughing and coughing so much that I actually could not breathe. And the only way that I could make myself stop coughing is if I drink something and then I could like get a breath in. So anyway, it's very scary. So I'm very glad that they got that vaccination today. As far as how Tessa is doing physically, all of her numbers and tests and stuff like that look wonderful. She is having some really bad lower back pain, some really bad hip pain. She's super tired. Back to the first trimester here as far as energy levels go. This past week, I wasn't really feeling very good. On Friday evening, I just hit a really big wall of exhaustion, and then I was feeling really crappy until this morning, actually. From Friday to Wednesday, I have been kind of not my best. I think I was fighting something off. It was really weird because I didn't necessarily have any crazy physical symptoms except for that my head was really, really hot and I felt like I had a fever and I just couldn't really think clearly and I had no energy, just blah. Like I just couldn't even like carry on a conversation. It was very weird. But thankfully, I'm feeling better today. And my nose is a little stuffy today, so I wonder if that's kind of a side effect from what I was having. But I feel better, so that's really good, because from my perspective, it's extremely hard being the one that doesn't feel well when caring for someone who is pregnant and also doesn't feel well, because then you're kind of stuck in a rut. Like, nobody's there to take care of you both, so yeah. And I know that Tessa is capable of taking care of herself to a certain extent, but I have taken responsibilities on myself willingly that I was not able to fulfill from Friday to Wednesday, and that didn't make me feel very good. So I'm glad to be feeling better because I don't like not being able to provide the care that I have signed up to provide. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's check out the Ovia app because we do it every time anyway. 30 weeks and 2 days. We've come a long way. It says here now that baby is the size of a summer cantaloupe. Check that out. The last time I did this, he was the size of a pineapple, so now he's the size of a summer cantaloupe. 30 weeks pregnant, staying warm. Your baby is shedding his winter coat of hair and getting closer and closer to nestling into a crib. And that's the photo that it shows for that. There we go. Aw, the feet. Just cannot handle the cute little feet. So we were sitting on the couch last night and I felt him do some of the biggest movements I have felt him do, and it was pretty wild to feel. Because, you know, Tessa gets to feel him all the time, but unless I'm intentionally reaching over there to feel, I don't get to feel them. It's definitely an interesting experience being on this side and not being the one who's actually carrying the baby. So, interesting fact about baby's development that I read this morning while we were waiting in the doctor's office was that the hiccups that the baby is having actually is preparing the baby to breathe on his own, which I thought was really cool. And I didn't know that that's kind of what hiccups were. I just thought, you know, babies get hiccups, people get hiccups, they're just hiccups. So, fun fact for the day there. And then also that baby can recognize voices now. So maybe not many voices, but at least Tessa's for sure, and maybe mine, but I keep trying to think, and I know I talk, but I'm not a very talkative person. And when I talk, I'm not very loud. So I'm wondering if he can actually hear me. I don't know. That brings a very good point, which is that I would love to play the guitar and sing for him while he's still in the womb. So I would like to do that because that would make me very happy, and hopefully, you know, he'll come out being a music lover like we are. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. I hope that if you are celebrating it with someone, that it's really lovely, and if you're taking advantage of the time to celebrate yourself, I hope it's equally as lovely. And we are headed out of town this weekend, hopefully for a little adventuring and some R&R, which sounds really lovely right now. I have a buttload of graduate work to do right now, and I managed to pick the 2 classes that probably have the most reading given and assigned at the same time that you could possibly imagine. Slow readers, man. It's hard for us to keep up in this coursework because of how much reading there is. And if you don't do the reading, then you can't do the assignment. So you gotta do the reading. I know that that wasn't like a crazy awesome video or anything, but you know, just one of those updates, one of those week by week or bi-weekly or tri-weekly, bi-weekly, I don't know what those things mean. You know, updating you all. And thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you following us on this journey, and we're super happy to be here with you. We're incredibly blessed. We cannot wait to keep sharing our lives with you through this lens. So thanks so much for joining us here today. I hope all of you have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your week, and a beautiful Valentine's Day. Until next time.